So, where'd you go to school?
Well, I went to Laguna Beach, all through Laguna Beach schools, then Laguna Beach High School, then UC Santa Barbara. Played volleyball and studied business economics, econometrics.
So, why did you take business economics?
A world economy like this, it gives you a broader picture outlook, which helps you understand kind of what's going on and how things that are happening in Finland or Greece affect us here, or how they don't affect us here. It's just kind of cool. So, it gives you a very big picture outlook, which helps you make, it's a macro outlook, which helps you make kind of micro decisions.
Yeah. So, did you take it for the jobs that came with it, or did you just want to learn about
It's
it?
funny. I have a friend, and he is probably the most powerful business person in Orange County. He's the chairman of a company that makes heart valves. And as we're paddling along today, I said, "So how much of your career has been, your skill set, your education, your this, your that, and how much of it was just a lucky accident or happenstance?"
Yeah.
And he said, probably 98% was happenstance and just fortuitous, right place, right time stuff. And I would say it was the same with certainly with me. Hobbies, I had no intention of doing stuff in the retail world or whatever. I just wanted to understand finance, and so that's beneficial on a daily basis. But by and large, I think a lot of the world is just, what your gut tells you. So as far as why I went into business, numbers have always attracted me. I like that kind of stuff. But it's a fast-moving deal.
So, how did you come across like La Serena and Hobie?
My phone rang at like 1:30 in the morning, and it was Hobie, and he said, "I've got the perfect guy to buy Hobies," which was good because we'd been getting all these clowns wanting to run the thing and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God. But they'd lost their lease and they'd lost their license for the brand. And I said, okay, well, can you call me in the morning? Because, you never want a 1:30 a.m. phone call. And he said, well, the reason I'm calling you is because I can't sleep. I'm so excited about this. And now you won't sleep because the perfect guy is you. And I said, I don't know anything about retail. And it's true. I know very little. I've learned over the years, but I know very little. But he said, just have a passion. Have a passion for what you do. And I do have a passion. And surround yourself with great people. If you surround yourself with the right people and give them the leeway to do what they do best, because certainly they're way better at it than I am, I know that for sure, then good things can happen. La Serena, honest to God, I went over there on a Wednesday and bought a taco, 2 tacos, and it was raining, and it was like February or March or something like that. There was no sign on the window of this place Wednesday, and there were people standing outside this hole-in-the-wall restaurant, and I thought, well, that's interesting. Why are they standing here? They're standing here because the tacos are that good. The food is that good. So I didn't know the guy from Adam, but I gave him my business card and said, if you ever want to expand this, I will be the perfect silent partner, because I will put up all the money without question and let you do what you do. And that happened. We opened a second, third, and a fourth location, and we're probably going to open a bunch more. And he has the passion, and he has the know-how, and I have the belief structure to let him do what he does. It's worked out well, really well.
Were you ever worried there was going to be like a negative shift in demand, or the customers,
It's
didn't want it?
everything is cyclical. Nothing is always up. Nothing is always up. So, you have to take the good with the bad, and there was some kickback when we raised the prices at La Serena at the time of going organic. People were saying, "Oh my God, here's a $3.60 chicken burrito," or whatever the heck it was, or a taco. Actually, the burritos were like $8. But ultimately, they got it. The good news for us is, we've tried to differentiate ourselves from the competition, and no matter what you do, there's competition. Even if you're the only one doing it, someone's going to be doing it soon. So you just try to make sure you're a little bit better, doing a little bit better job, and hopefully, making a difference in their lives, that they will remember you and come to you. And that's what we try to do at Hobie's. You'll never see us run an ad in the local papers. We don't do it. You don't see La Serena running ads. Instead, what we do is grassroots stuff at the schools and at local charities and things like that are way more relevant to us, way more tangible, and people recognize that, and I think they remember it when it comes time to, go get a taco or go get a pair of board shorts or whatever. We're very lucky that way, very lucky that way.
Mm-hmm. And the reason why I'm here is because I'm really interested in business, actually. I plan on having a business major or some sort of that in college. So what do you suggest for me to do after college that you did?
You know what? Well, just absorb information in college. Take classes that sound interesting, that maybe are not necessarily part of your curriculum, but if they really sound interesting, take them anyway. And, when opportunity knocks, or you think you hear opportunity knocking, open the door, because you never know where it's going to be. And the reality is, you'll change jobs, 5, 6, 7, maybe a dozen times over your career. And get a broad, spectrum of experience. Find out what you love to do and do that, and forget about the money. I mean, that would be my best advice to anybody, is forget about the money, because money is, at the end of the day, pretty irrelevant. But if you have a passion for what you do, and if it's fun to go to work, and if it's fun to challenge yourself, and if every day, or most of the days, because not every day is going to be an adventure, but if most of the days are an adventure and challenging, that's kind of a cool thing, and it's worth doing, and success will follow, for sure.
Thank you, Mark. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure, absolutely.